Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a while since I've uploaded anything because, I mean, there isn't really a reason apart from the summer we just had where I didn't upload anything, or I didn't even film anything. It was the busiest and craziest summer. I'll go into a bit more detail a little bit later on in the vlog, so if you want to find out, stick around to find out. But it does involve broken limbs and starting school and all those crazy fun things, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. At the moment, I have just dropped George to school. He's in primary school. Oh, sorry, got stop-start on my car and it just turned on. Yeah, sorry, so I dropped George to school. Primary school now is just, I can't believe he's at school. That time has just gone so quickly. But I need to pop to the garage. I had my car's MOT done yesterday. It failed because it just needed 2 front new tyres. So they said, go and get those done yesterday afternoon, bring it back first thing in the morning, and they'll just sign it off and pass it. So I'm just on my way to do that now. However, I just need to pop some petrol in before I do so. But I wanted to start this vlog as soon as possible, really, because if I didn't start it, then I don't think I would have. So this just gives me a little bit of motivation to actually get started and film something. I look terrible because I don't really worry about myself in the mornings when I've got to try and get George sorted, Finley ready out the house as well, and both sort of fed, etc. So now George is at school, I'll get the bits done that I need to get done, and then I'll go home and try and make myself look a little bit more presentable. But yes, stick around if you want to find out what happened in this crazy summer. But I'm going to go put some petrol in, and then I will see you at home in a little bit. Okay, so I've just got back from the garage. The guy took like the old paperwork that had failed yesterday from me and said that he'd get it sorted this morning, and then I'll go back a little bit later and pick it up. So I think I'm in desperate need of a cup of tea because it's freezing and I refuse to put the heating on, probably like most people. I wear glasses now. I don't know how well they suit me, but they were like the best pair that I could find that I felt comfortable in. They're not overly strong, but I definitely noticed my sight deteriorating just really, really quickly. And I'm probably lucky they actually got this far, really, because my mum, both my mum and my dad, both wear glasses, you know, really, really strong prescriptions as well. And they've had those glasses since they were like, I'm guessing like early teens or maybe sort of mid-teens. So I've done quite well to get to nearly 30 without needing glasses, but they definitely do make like such a big difference. So I definitely do need them. Only thing is, with having 2 children that are really, really grubby, the glasses just get so dirty. Like, I don't even know if you can see how dirty they are. But I can still see out of them, so that's fine. So I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. I'm going to sort Finley out. I'm probably also going to have a quick whiz around of the house just to get it a little bit more organised, and then we'll sit down and have a little bit of a chat.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high.
Good morning.
Even if the sky is falling.
Good morning. Obviously, as it's been a few months now since I have uploaded anything, stop chewing your fingers. Finn has probably grown a humongous amount since I last actually uploaded anything. He has become very smiley, very happy. I'll do a baby update soon, but he has got 2 teeth already, which is madness. He's had those now for about a month as well. But Finn is, well, he's 4.5 months, so he's almost 5 months. And the time has just gone extremely, extremely fast. So I was going to clean the house up a little bit first before I sat down and had my tea, but it is freezing in here. So Finley is just here in his bouncer chewing Leo the lion, which is his favourite like comforter toy kind of thing. It was actually George's. Obviously I've washed it and cleaned it, but George loved it too, so it's nice to see it being used again by Finley. Yeah, like I say, I was going to clean. It's so cold outside, I can't justify putting my heating on, so we are all really layered up and I've got a lovely warm cup of tea. So I thought I would just sit and enjoy this and warm up a little bit and have a chat with you about where I've been the last couple of months and what's actually really been going on. First off then, I really enjoy YouTube, I enjoy filming, I enjoy the editing side of it and uploading, etc. However, I am someone that struggles with having a lot to deal with. I know I'm a mum and I should be good at dealing with things, but it's so difficult when there is so much going on. And obviously, you know, YouTube isn't a job for me, it's a hobby. So like any kind of hobbies, you know, when there are more important things to do, or more important things to be getting on with, like children, etc., they kind of have to take priority and they sort of do need my full attention, which makes me sad because I really do enjoy making videos, and I probably have had the chance to make a few, but then you get in like a cycle of not recording, having nothing really to film, when really I've been, you know, that's what daily vloggers do, right? They film their life. And, you know, I've kind of done that thing before and, you know, you guys enjoy it, or, you know, I've had people message me and people watch the videos and I enjoy making them. I'm just rambling now. But it's been a few months. Now, basically what happened was, it was like the last week before the summer holidays and we had so many fun things planned for the summer holidays that I was adamant that I was going to film and take you guys with us. So, you know, we were going to go, you know, out on canoe boats and paddle boarding. We were going to go to Legoland. We wanted to go to the zoo. We had so many fun things planned that I thought, that's great, I can film, I can vlog, I can take you guys with me. And then the week before the summer holidays started, there was like a few more days left of George at nursery. We were in Sainsbury's and George was running towards the snacks. It wasn't even necessarily running and we were right there. He was kind of just quick walking and he slipped over on the floor in Sainsbury's. And it was one of those falls where as parents, you see it happen and you go, come on, up you get, you're fine. Come on, you know, it wasn't that bad. And he just said, I can't put pressure. I can't stand, he didn't say pressure, he doesn't know that word, but he was just saying, I can't stand on my foot. I can't do it, I can't do it. And we was encouraging it because we just thought it was one of those falls. He wasn't even really crying. He was just kind of saying, I don't want to stand on my foot. And you know, as if any of you are parents and you have children, you know, sometimes children are a little bit over the top when it comes to hurting themselves. And because he wasn't crying, we were just encouraging him to try and, you know, walk on his foot. Anyway, my partner ended up taking him to the car and I finished doing the shopping. And we came back home, tried encouraging with chocolate. Looking back now, I feel really, really bad, but then equally, you know, to sort of, you know, play devil's advocate there, he wasn't crying and, you know, it was the smallest fall ever. But when it had gotten like an hour without George being able to put pressure on his foot and even putting chocolate on a table and asking him to go get it and he wouldn't, that's when I thought I need to take him to the hospital and just get it checked out. Maybe he's pulled a muscle or something. So we took him to our local walk-in centre. They even said, yeah, I don't think anything's wrong, you know, he's not crying, he's not screaming, but what we'll do is we'll send you up to the bigger hospital, which has like an A&E department, have an x-ray and just check that all's in line. So we went up there, waited a couple of hours, which was hell in the waiting room, trying to get him to understand why we're waiting to obviously go and have an x-ray. If you haven't watched my videos before, George has a speech and language delay. So it's sometimes really difficult to understand, you know, get to understand these things. Anyway, had the x-ray, came back that he had fractured his leg. I couldn't believe it. Like right before the summer holidays, he broke his leg and he kind of like split the shin up the middle kind of. And yeah, I can't believe he did that, and it was the tiniest fall. And you know, I've spoken about how George is before and I'm pretty sure I've shown videos of him on my channel before, but he is just the craziest child. Like he jumps off slides and sofas and beds and he goes down slides the wrong way, like he goes down them on his tummy into swimming pools, and you know, he does all these things and he is perfectly fine, like most children are, and it's just that one fall where obviously his leg maybe just landed in an awkward position that caused it to break. But as a result of that, George was in a full leg cast all the way up until basically, you know, the top of his leg. Basically he was in a full leg cast for a good 6 to 7 weeks. I'll insert a picture here of him in his cast, and we luckily managed to get a wheelchair from a family friend because the hospital said he was too small for a chair, too small for crutches, so we managed to find a wheelchair, which was a lifesaver because it meant that we could still go out and do certain things. We could still take him to the shops, but it did mean that those bigger things we had planned, like water sports, Legoland, theme parks, we kind of had to put them on a bit of a backtrack. So we didn't manage to do those in the summer holidays, which I'm a bit sad about because obviously with George starting primary school this year, it was like the last summer we could maybe do some things together before he started school. The cast literally came off then a week before he started school, but then from that he then did wear like a walking boot for another 4 weeks, and that has just recently come off now. So it has been just a really stressful 6 weeks, and you might be thinking as well, you know, we couldn't do anything, so you know I had all this time to film, but it's actually really difficult to entertain a child that can't walk, sorry, because there is nothing to do. So we spent a lot of our time watching films. You know, I'd take him out on the walk around the block or whatever, but you know, he's fine now. He is sorted now. He still walks like he's got a, you know, a broken leg. He walks like he's got a limp, but I think that's more of a confidence issue at building it back up. But that is where I've been basically, and obviously he just started school. I can't believe my baby boy is in primary school. It's gone so quickly, and little Finn over here is coming up to 5 months old. Time is just going too fast, and it scares me. So yeah, that's where I've been. I'm going to enjoy this cup of tea because it's going to start going cold. I'm going to give Finn a cuddle, probably watch some daytime TV, and then once I've done that, I do need to give the bit of a house a clean, so maybe I'll include a little bit of a speed clean in this video, and then I need to pop out and grab the MOT certificate this afternoon, pop to the shop, just got a few sort of errands to run. And I kind of want to get a bit of a YouTube sort of schedule in place as well. So I will speak to you in a little while. Okay, so I don't think I've actually ever shown you this room, or if I have, I think the last thing it probably was an office with like a computer in for my partner's sort of work. But obviously with having a third child, we needed somewhere for all his stuff to go. Although Finley is still sleeping in with us and probably will do until 6 months, or as long as I can hold on to him for, because he is my last baby and I don't want him to grow up. But this was George's cot, and then obviously as they got older you can take the sides down, you can lower it down, and you can actually make it into a child bed. George probably would have gotten away with it for another few years because he's a bit on the smaller side, but it was good to get him a sort of a big boy proper bed, and then obviously we needed this for Finn. The room is really small, you're not really going to get much more in here. It is a tiny little box room, but we've obviously got the cot, and then I've got the changing table over here, and then we probably need to get some like pictures to go up here. We do have a picture here of some bunnies that used to be in George's room, and then here as well we've got some giraffes. They both, we need to fill that in there, but they both used to be in George's room. It's a bit messy at the moment because I've been going through some of the nicer clothes that I kept from when George was a baby, and these are all the 6 to 9 month stuff that I found that I had washed and put away. So I've got all of those out ready because Finn is growing extremely quickly, and I need to start getting some sort of warmer clothes. Whilst we're here, actually, I'll show you this cute little thing that we bought. So we wanted to get a mobile. We didn't ever get George a mobile. I'm not sure why, but we had a lovely John Lewis voucher from where I work. They were really kind and sent me one in the post when I gave birth to Finn, and we didn't really know what to buy at the time. But obviously now he's got his own room and we've set up the cot. We do need to get a new mattress. This was the same mattress George had. We're not going to put him on it. It's probably not the cleanest. He hasn't laid in here yet anyway. We just put it in here so it just looked a bit more full, if that makes sense. But we are going to order a new mattress this week. But once the room is sort of sorted, then we're going to pop this mobile up, and it is a Peter Rabbit one. It's on like a motor, I think, so it does spin, but it also does play music as well, which I think is really, really cute. I'll link it down below. It's from John Lewis, but like I say, we did have a voucher, so we were really lucky that we was able to buy that. And we also had a little bit left over from the voucher, so I did buy Finn like a wooden toy Christmas present. But I've done loads of Christmas shopping already, so I'll do a little Christmas haul at some point. But yeah, that is Finn's room. So there's really sort of not too much to show in here. It's pretty small. But we will make it nice and homely for him. So the time, or the day should I say, has kind of carried away with me a little bit today. I kind of just got stuck in cleaning, didn't really film it because I thought it might be boring. This is more like a day in the life vlog rather than a cleaning video, so I will do a clean with me at some point in the next few days. But how gorgeous is this little boy? Like I said earlier, I'll do a baby update. Yes, I will at some point over the next few days as well. Now obviously George is at school, my partner's at work. I can spend a bit of time doing some filming with just Finn, which is nice. But he is so gorgeous. We bought him this bouncer a little while ago from Argos. Oh, what's that coming out the side of your mouth? And he absolutely loves it. You know, he goes crazy with it. He loves all the bright lights, the colours, the toy, you know, all of it. He absolutely loves it. And when he bounces, he bounces. Finn! Bounce, 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 bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. Yeah, he absolutely loves it. Anyway, it's shortly going to be time to go and pick George up from school. You obviously haven't seen George in a really long time either, and he has also grown a little bit too, so we'll obviously have a little bit of a chat with George. But like I say, I'm going to go pick George up. I just need to sort myself out a little bit, and then yeah, haven't really got too much planned tonight. We're going to have some dinner, and I might treat myself to a bath, and that's it really. I don't think I look much better than I did earlier, but I did manage to straighten my hair, and I feel like that just makes you look, or me personally, it makes me look a little bit more human and normal. But I didn't really get dressed into anything nice or do any makeup, but I did want to get my hair done. I just picked George up from school. The first thing we do when we get in from school, we're trying to get into a little bit of a routine, just to make it easier and calmer for everyone. We're only in the second week really, and things are still a little bit stressful, but you know, it's such a big change, it's to be expected. So George is home. I've put him in his pyjamas. I'm about to start cooking dinner. We're going to have a shepherd's or cottage pie this evening with veg and Yorkshire puddings, so I'm going to start cooking that now so it'll be ready for when my partner gets home and we can all eat together. Finley is fast asleep in his car seat still, just about to get him out. We literally just walked in the door, got George dressed, and I will wake Finley up. He's only obviously been in there about 15-20 minutes. So I'm going to get him out, and George is currently hiding under the table. Did you want to say hello, George? He said no. This is like a normal scene for us in an evening. So he'll come home, he will get all his dinosaurs out. So these baby stuff aren't normally here, it's on the other side of the room. But he gets all his dinosaurs out, and he has hundreds of dinosaurs. I think, George, are these your favourite ones here? I think they're his favourite dinosaurs. So these are part of the Jurassic World collection. Is that right, George? Yeah. Which one's your favourite dinosaur, George?
That dinosaur.
All of them? I think it's the Triceratops.
No, I think the Ankylosaurus.
Oh, the Ankylosaurus is your favourite?
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, that's like the Jurassic World collection. It comes with like a little barcode on each dinosaur that you can scan, and then they can collect them. And he's asked Santa for a lot for Christmas, haven't you, George? I think this is where I'm going to end today's video. Obviously it's been, if you've got this far, it's been a pretty boring video from what I can sort of remember filming. But I feel like I just needed to film something to get back into the swing of filming and editing and that kind of thing. I did say earlier I was going to try and sit and form like a little bit of like a YouTube social media sort of schedule, so I knew what I was filming and when I was going to edit. So I think my plan is to like film videos maybe throughout the week, 2, 3, maybe 4 videos. If you've got any requests for anything, comment down below. But I am probably going to film them throughout the week and then dedicate like a day. I think I'm going to dedicate Mondays because I feel quite productive Mondays, like the first day of the week, to editing, working out what my videos will be in the future, etc. So yeah, that's where I'm going to end today's video. If you did enjoy it, please give the video a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you in another video. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye!